Linking Learning project means seamless transitions as our children move from maternal health through to our kindergartens, through to our primary schools and secondary schools.
Linking learning is really the starting point for me is maternal and child health services, early childhood, kinders, schools, working really closely together to make sure that we are on the same page, that we are really targeted around the learning and development needs of children and young people.
The Cardinia community is growing rapidly. We have 4 babies born on average a day in Cardinia and 5 new families moving into the area every week.
So when we've got that sort of sense of growth and expansion, we really need to make sure that our services are really aligned and working together.
And I think the Linking Learning project will assist us to make sure those transitions are as smooth as possible.
Kuirat Primary School is part of the Cardinia Principals Network. We meet monthly, discussing a whole range of issues, current trends and initiatives from the department, as well as learning from each other and sharing ideas and strategies between us.
What we've done is we've brought the key players together to look at what we can do to strengthen the services for the students who move through the system. So we're working closely with Cardinia Shire, Kinders Together, the Department of Human Services and the Department of Education and Early Childhood Development to try and see how we could strengthen these partnerships. The Linking Learning money will allow us to move forward on some of the ideas we have to strengthen the outcomes for children in the area.
And the potential for us getting it right is quite powerful in terms of young people and families and children in this community.
This is Henry Family Children's Centre. It's an integrated children's centre and it's been open for 5 months. Where I'm standing here, a new primary school will be built, which means that the children who are attending the integrated children's centre will transition into this primary school to extend their learning and what they've learnt in the early years.
Eamon's one of our school leaders here at Pakenham Springs. Eamon, tell me a little bit about your first year at primary school.
The start of the year was a bit sort of weird, and then I started talking a lot, and then it just got a lot more comfortable talking with them and being a part of the school and getting into learning.
I think by working closely together with our kindergarten's maternal health, we can let them know what we feel students might need as they enter primary school and work with them to develop services that make sure those students coming into primary school are ready.
It actually makes me feel really happy, the collaboration between the kinder and the primary school, to know that my children are getting the best they can for their education, with everybody working together to meet the needs of my own child.
It's about strengthening families, and it's about communication with families and reaching those families, not only vulnerable families but all families, I guess, in the understanding that the early years from 0 to 5 is incredibly important in developing learning and developmental outcomes for our students.
I think personally the project means that we're going to create a system that actually is more cohesive and works better for the learning of our children and the students in the area. I think it's going to give the students the best possible life outcomes and life opportunities to ensure their success as they actually enter the workforce and future life.
On the journey, we're beginning, which is a good place to start. But really the work that we've been doing to date has been around agreeing that we need to work together. Linking Learning now provides the opportunity to launch into how do we achieve this? What sorts of things do we need to put in place to ensure that we get the best outcomes for children, families in Cardinia.